Alright, here we are on the play against Sylvia Aurelius. I think I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, we are going to presume it's like an aggro deck that can go big. So this hand is pretty good. We have two executioners we can set early on. The Cheshire Cat can even block something. Space-time anomaly is actually not as good here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pitch the space-time anomaly. I'm going to draw another one. Okay, Stony Death is a little bit better in the space-time anomaly here. So, alright, I presume he's ready to go. Starting off, calling the right stone, not the wrong stone. For some odd reason, that happens to me all the time. Not all the time. It happens more than I think it should. Whenever I call like a Black Moon's Memoria or a Magic Stone Moonshade is my first stone. Like, I don't have to pay life. Um, okay, I lied. I am gonna side. Because if I play against him, I'm definitely bringing in the Dust Scythe. Most likely, anyway. I'm probably not gonna just be like, yeah, I don't need a side. I don't have that good of a way of dealing with Sylvia herself other than swinging into it. So this one's running a black variant, which I presume plays the black for stuff like, okay. Plays the black probably for stuff like Necromancy of the Undead Lord. Maybe his own Barrier of Shadows. I don't know. Um, Actually, we're gonna do this the other way. Let's do it like this. Okay. Yeah, we always have to do it this way to get around Wall of Wind. Okay. Because they can't Wall of Wind you setting something, but if you set something first, they can Wall of Wind the barrier afterward. And we don't want that to happen, so. See if he plays. Oh, is this like Sylvia Control? This stone actually can't tap for red, so he can't Lancelot me or anything. I'm kind of curious what he's actually doing here. Like, the stone actually just seemed dead. I don't know. We're gonna pop that Guinevere end of turn. If he Walla wins this, I'm gonna flip the other one and pop the Guinevere. Okay, so there's that. Call stone here. Swing for 3. We're gonna play the Cheshire Cat and probably just leave up Stone Death mana. Play the Cheshire Cat here. Draw 2. I like what I'm seeing here. I'm gonna leave up the Stone Death mana. Now I love the tap. I think I'm gonna keep as well. The Arthur, not as. The second barrier here may not be as necessary. We're probably gonna hit that anyway. I'm just gonna leave up the Stone Death mana, even though it may have been better just to play the barrier there, because I have an Executioner anyway, and he's not gonna drop like a 4-drop on me on turn 3. So now in hindsight, I think yeah, I should have kept the barrier, played the barrier instead of just leaving up Stone Death here. But there is the chance that he plays 2 things on this turn, and be able to stoning that thing might be relevant. I'm not fully sure. Probably not, because I have a Lucifer. Yeah, probably not, because I would. Yeah, I should have just kept the barrier and played it. Now I think about it, because I have an executioner that pops something. I could hardcast loose for next turn. That pops the other thing he might play. And then the difference is I actually have a barrier in play. Whereas in this case, I'm probably gonna play the Lucifer anyway, and he's not gonna have a like. I'm just not gonna have a barrier in play. So yeah, that's awkward. I think what I'm gonna do here most likely is just swing. He's probably going to block the rug egg, and then he's probably holding like some kind of Zeeks or something in hand. So if I was to play an if I play like an Arthur, that's low impact. But if he Zeeks the Arthur, then I can always just get it back easily. But let's say he doesn't have a Zeeks. In that case, wouldn't it be better to if I hardcast Nyarlathotep and he Zeeks it, um, and then I flip the Executioner, I don't have something to incarnate this to. So I think it's actually better just to play the Arthur here, if I can. Right, so I figured he did have the Zeeks. We'll see what he gets here. And think I like that because then if I pop the Executioner, I can incarnate the Nyarlathotep and then play Lucifer. Whereas if he didn't have like, if I don't know if he has the Zeeks in hand. He's got a lot of cards in hand. I presume one of them is like Zeeks or something. I don't know. Maybe he's one of those Sylvia players that plays that card. Playing the Arthur is the least. Well, the Arthur did resolve, so it still like did something. Um, but the Arthur is one I can buy back as long as I have 3 other Resonators in the grave, so it's the least costly one to lose. It looks like a pressure coming down. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Explaining the chase to people. So here I can get in 6 damage. And then incarnate both of those Snarlethotep. Yeah, so the Executioners have killed a Prisha and a Guinevere. So they and gotten in damage, so they have definitely gotten their worth. Here. And then I can, well, I can't buy back the Arthur yet. Which one of these do I want gone? He could play the Lance, could play this, could play Feetsing. Which one do I want gone? Prisha is probably the one I want gone. Necromancy, obviously not. Feetsing, I don't think I care about Feetsing, so Prisha, most likely, gonna be the one that we get rid of. What do we want here? Play another barrier. Do I just jam? No, because if he plays like a Lancelot and then plays the Beast Queen's counterattack, I want to have Stoning Mana up. So, yeah. This deck is trying some cute things, but I feel like it could be a lot more streamlined. Like if you went turn 1 Elvish Priest, he could turn 2 Prisha on me. Granted, he wasn't gonna, well, I had Executioner, so that wasn't gonna happen, but I feel like his deck is trying to be a little cute, and it's not maximizing its value, really. If he attacks him with Lancelot, I think I just take it. So here we're gonna just swing for 8. He's got a feasting in hand. I kind of don't care about. We definitely just, I think we just jam the Arthur here just to have a threat. I think that's the best option here. Just go ahead and jam. I wouldn't tap that one. Tap this one. Not the Arthur. Jam the Lucifer here. Just to have a threat. I don't find many Sylvia players on untap, so this might just be the Sylvia video. I do apologize if the quality of my opponent's play is not very high because he doesn't seem to understand the chase. I do want to, at some point I would like to be able to get back my Arthur. And if I draw Resonator, I can just get it back with Pitch Black Moon. But yeah, he has a Feasting in hand, so most likely Lucifer's not going to get in for damage. Here, I could just jam the Arthur, but I think it's better to play an Arlathotep. See what he has in hand. It's probably Necromancy, Feasting, and something else. Does he have a Zeeks? He does have a Zeeks, actually. Okay. Yeah, so here we're going to attempt to swing. It's going to get Feastinged. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely fine with that. I'm going to swing with Narlathotep for 8. What if he just takes this? He's going to have to tap out to Judgment here. It's going to go really bad for me once he Judgments, though. So I think I just want to jam the Pitch Black Moon. He can Judgment and get a bunch of dudes back. Or not a bunch of dudes. He can kill both my dudes once he Judgments. He Judgments, deals like 1,000 here, and then swings into... let's see. Let's see. It's awkward because I'm now in top deck mode. He kind of is too. So I'm thinking just in general with this deck, do I want more like constructive cards? Do I really run? I don't run anything. I can't run 5 challenges because I don't play any treasury items, so I can't get them back. Yeah, there's the Sylvia Judgment. And he might win because of this. Let's see. Okay, there's that. I mean, I can at least buy back the Arthur. Buying back Lucifer would be nice because the life gain is going to be relevant. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so he has a Necromancy in hand. That's what it is. Huh. If I can buy back Lucifer, I can exile 3 dudes, get back Arthur, cast both of them, and then that'll make loose for 11-11. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, so he has a necromancy in hand. That's for sure because I thought seized him. I'm not too worried about what I see here. Yeah. Good swing for 7. Let's see if we draw a dude. We did draw a dude, so we don't need to discard this one. We can just exile 3. So there's that. Going to cast this one. We're going to go ahead and play the Lucifer here. He's probably just going to sack the Elvish Priest. And then we play the Arthur. Yeah. Okay. So Arthur will put Lucifer out of range, or put Lucifer at 11-11, which is plenty of life gain for us. It's a ton of life gain for us if we crack back. Well, we're also threatening lethal, so I don't think he can swing with Sylvia here. He does run Sonya Death, so I think if he swings, I just don't block. If he swings with Feasting, I think I block with Arthur. Yeah, so there's that. Sylvia can block. Yeah, so that's why I don't recommend this guy just be like, oh, it's game. Because it's not quite game. It won't be this turn anyway. Yeah, we'll swing here for 11. I want to play Cheshire Cat and shuffle. Just to see what I get here. Let's see. And then we'll swing with Arthur here. This should be game because no matter what he blocks with, then I can just stoning it. Okay. Again, I do apologize if my opponent seems new to this game. I will upload this, but if I cannot find a... Was the barrier as good here? Barrier was not as good here. Zeros don't seem as good here either. Bears are actually fine, better than zeros, I think. Signs, obviously not very good. I'd rather have, to be honest, probably rather have a death scythe and a zero than the signs. I'd rather have the zeros, yeah. So the signs. So that will be my sighting for Sylvia. To finish my thought, I'm sorry if my opponent is new to this game. I don't play many Sylvia players on Untap, so I'm going to upload this, and if this just happens to be my game against Sylvia for the article, then so be it. But I don't think the Sylvia matchup is particularly terrible. That's a little awkward. Yeah, if we hit the wrong stones, then I think we just kind of like skip our turn one. If we don't hit a stone that can produce blue, then we can't play Cheshire Cats. We can't trigger their prison. We're obviously not gonna trigger Narlathotep. Yeah, Rook Egg. Is there a thug coming down? Looks like there isn't. So here we'll draw to play. And of course we hit a stone that cannot do anything. So we're gonna go ahead and set this anyway. He's not in a judgment anytime soon, but he probably is running like Keen Senses or something. If he's running Zeeks, then we'll go ahead and pass. His deck is also susceptible to split heaven and earth, so I'm not a fan of this kind of Sylvia build, although that's also what my Sylvia build was like. It was susceptible to split, but I think you can, like I said, I advocated running Keen Sense out of the board. In my article, if you are facing a meta where split is played, I originally had Keen Senses in my board in my article, but people weren't playing splits online, so I just kind of cut them. But I do admit that you do need outs to split, and he probably sided into. Well, he said he didn't have a sideboard, so he definitely didn't side into outs. But I would presume that if he did have a sideboard, he would have like Keen Senses, and I probably want to drop. There's no reason like not to drop Death Sight this early. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Here, see if we get lucky on our stone. Did not get lucky on our stone. So we're just gonna pass and threaten that we have a stone to death. Which is fair. I mean, I've got 5 cards in hand. Maybe, I mean, he might think that I do. Sometimes I feel like this deck's curve is a little high on the 4-drop slot. And I'd say that's true. It plays kind of like a mid-range control deck. But, well, mid-range control, it's probably just like a mid-range deck. But I'm not sure what to place here. Like, I already have Laura's. I have 2 Lauras, and I don't want to go to 3 Laura. That just doesn't seem very good to me. Maybe I have to. Let's presume he was playing a good aggro deck. Like, a really strong start. Would I just be dead? I think I would just be dead if this is the list I'm playing. So maybe I want to go down to... Maybe I do want to go up on the number of lower cost cards, like Laura's and whatnot. I think that's probably necessary. So now we can trigger the prison. I feel like the sign of a weaker player is when you say okay and they immediately just counter it. Like after you say okay and you give them the idea like, oh, you can counter this, but he didn't do that. So I can pop both rock eggs with Arthur here. What is the weakest card? Maybe the space-time anomaly? I'll draw it next turn, then I'll play the Arthur and we'll shuffle our cat in. But yeah, thinking about this deck, okay, so the number of 2 cost cards. It's probably not high enough, even though I'm running 4 stonings, and I'm running a ton of, yeah, just a ton of chance standbys. Maybe I need to be, maybe I do need to go to 3 lower, 2 Carmilla. And just cut like the zeros entirely. I mean, that might be the play. Because I think black 0 is not actually that good of a card. Here we're draw. Yeah, I need tap correct mana. So here he can Judgment Sylvia and pop his own Ruck Egg. Like, if he really wanted to, that's what he could do. But I can kill Sylvia if he does that. So, actually, I would just pop the Ruck Eggs and force Sylvia to kill herself. He's obviously not going to do that. I think he... I don't know why he just popped a Law of Silence there, to be honest. That just seems so random. Gwen's a pretty good card. I mean, I don't run counter spells. Let's see. Lancelot. Yep. This would be a great time to have Sign the Future set. I side them all out, though. I don't think they're very good. If he attacks, I'm gonna pop Prison on it. If he doesn't attack, then I just kill the Guinevere. Maybe I need to grab the ruling here. In case this guy wants to be no, that doesn't kill Lancelot. I need to prove to him that's okay. I will grab the ruling here. This guy is Lancelot Prison. I figured he would argue with this. case this guy wants to check. EOT. Let's go ahead and pop the Guinevere here. This is starting to turn into... This video just feels long because it feels like I'm taking forever, or he's taking forever for anything to happen, really. He can't Zeke's me because of his mana, so here we're just going to drop... we're gonna play the Arthur first. This way all the eggs get popped. Can't Zeke's this, so both eggs are gonna get popped here. And then I can drop the other barrier. Yeah. Having an instant speed answer. Having an instant speed answer to Gwyn that is not Flame Outer World is really nice. Let's see. Because Flame Outer World, even though it still costs the same, the space-time anomaly will cantrip and replace itself, so it's not as bad. Or I don't feel like I'm just going purely one for one. I actually like am plus one-ing with the flame time anomaly or space time anomaly. Yeah. So he's actually gonna judgment and hit this. Yeah, that happens. Arthur down. Is it pressure coming in? Yep. Looks like it. Pretty typical, but also not completely unexpected here. Let's see. Yeah, 2, 4. Want to tap my mana correctly here. Play this. I'm going to take 5 when pressure enters the graveyard. So we can play a Cheshire Cat. And put the Narletho taps on top, I think. Looks like we're just going to take another 10 this turn, at least. Yeah. At least another 10 this turn. And then hopefully we can gain life with Lucifer. If not, then we'll have to double space time anomaly. I'm not sure. That costs a lot of mana just to double space time anomaly. I could have also not played the Cheshire Cat. Maybe it's better don't play the Cheshire Cat. Attempt to, when he attacks, attempt to space time anomaly to Sylvia. If that resolves, then I would block with Lucifer. Yeah. That might have been the better play, because playing the Cheshire Cat didn't really give me more here. It's weird because like drawing more cards is not actually better than... Well, granted, Space Time Anomaly would draw me cards too, but now I think about it. Like, I think at the time I forgot Space Time Anomaly was in my grave. I don't know, but I think that would have been better here. gonna put Necromancy on. That's probably what he's gonna do here. Put on Necromancy. Okay. So he's gonna Rapid Growth the Lancelot. So, I mean, we're just gonna block with the Cheshire Cat. So maybe it was better that we played the Cheshire Cat here, as opposed to using Space Time Anomaly on Sylvia. Um, yeah, maybe it worked out better this way. We can play the other Lucifer now, force him to banish his Lancelot, and then swing Lucifer into his Sylvia, and then Space-Time Anomaly before damage. Okay, so this line of play is actually pretty good. It's working pretty well. But that's only if he decides to swing with Sylvia. If he doesn't, I can actually just swing at Lancelot. Yeah. I'm going to take 10 here. Oh. He's going to call Stone. So this, let's see what he does here. What this does, he probably has a Beast Queen's attack. Maybe? Is that what he's doing? That's pretty good here, actually. Let's see. Yeah, Lucifer does die, in fact. This, okay. Alright, so this turn is going to be a little rough. What we need to do here is we need to first get the pressure off the board. Second, be able to stave off a Lancelot attack, and third, a Gil attack, or a Sylvia attack here. So we're gonna need at least blue and one of these up. So I think I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play the Lucifer here. I wish we had one more mana. That'd be great if we did. I think he banishes the Lancelot here. No, he banishes. Okay. So this makes it so that if I attempt to block the Sylvia, then, well, I can take 10. Unless he's got, like, Split or something. Or Thunder. Something like that. So, what I want to do here... So there's several options. I can Stoning his Lance in response. This way I don't take 10. And if that's the case, it's probably better just Stoning now. Yeah, I think it's better just to Stoning it now. I want to Stoning it now, and this way I only take 10 from Sylvia. As opposed to him possibly having a Zeke's in hand and being able to prevent his Lancelot from being targeted. Which then means that when Lance swings, I end up taking another 10 and possibly dying. Oh yeah, this basically means I don't have to block the Lancelot. So that's that line of play. I need to start getting life with Lucifer though. So if he has another way to kill Lucifer here, that'd be really strong. Okay, so he does have another way to kill Lucifer. This lets him untap 3. Yeah. Pretty good here. Go to 9. Hope he doesn't have 2 Thunders in hand. He's gonna pop the Rapid Growth? No, okay. That's what he's gonna do. Here, let's see. We're out of Lucifers. We're just gonna have to kill Sylvia the hard way. Yeah, we'll just pass then. And we have the space-time anomalies, so if he does try to rapid growth, Sylvia really hard. We have 1, 2 activations, 3 activations of it, so we should be able to get through. Yeah, so here's minus 15 total on Sylvia. Yeah, and we draw 3 cards. So both these are going to go to expel. Attack me or 2. I mean, I guess you can do that. He's vanishing to draw. Okay, so if he gets out like a Lancelot, then I have to vanish, or I kill it with Executioner. So I'm not too worried here. I think I'm fine. I need a way to gain life, so I need to hit another Lucifer or get my Pitch Black Moon. And hope he doesn't have double Thunder in hand, because that would be really bad for me. Does he have 2 Necromancies in the grave? Looks like he's got 1. Yeah. So here I'm going to take 5. Hope he doesn't have a Thunder in hand. Okay, that's not a Thunder. Okay. Draw to play. That is. Did I move that from hand to play? Why is that in secondary? There is no Cheshire Cat in my secondary. Okay, well that glitched, so we're gonna put that down. So try to play this one. Yeah, drawing a card, unpivoted, it's pivoted, ruler, unknown. Okay, so anyway, I think here. Doesn't help us as much. Laura doesn't help us very much. Play another one. 2. That helps us a lot. Put this on top. Um, let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm a little thrown off by that whole cat thing. Alright, we're getting back Lucifer. Alright, let's get back on track here. This video is awful. I think I still upload it anyway, because I'm like half teaching this guy how the chase works, and like, I don't tap that one. And like also trying to think about like what my lines of play are against Sylvia and why this thing glitched and so many other things. We're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna shake that thing, returning Lucifer. And then we don't cast Lucifer if there's like a pressure with flying, we're just dead. So we're gonna set all of these things. Actually, I'm gonna tap this instead. Set that. We're gonna set this. And we're gonna make sure we're alive. Is the first thing. If he top decks a pressure, or if he has a pressure in hand, we just lose unless we have those set. Okay. I guess by that logic, it might have been better to not get the loose for that turn. It might have been better to wait. So there's that. Do we want to, I guess I'm just gonna chump this. Yeah, it's probably better just to chump this. And then we're going to space-time anomaly this thing. We're saving both of these for Prisha. Because I may not have the mana for space-time anomaly when he drops a Prisha. And he's probably got one, two, there's one more left in his deck. We gotta be ready for that. So what I'm thinking here, in case you don't understand, is we execution your Prisha, graveyard trigger. Since this targets the trigger itself, then we pop it. Alright, so now he's in pure top deck mode. But yeah, finishing this, when your opponent plays an automatic ability, cancel that ability, destroy that resonator. So this targets the ability and does not need to have a target, does not target the resonator itself. So what happens is, even if Prisha is not in play, because it doesn't target the resonator itself, it targets the ability and then destroys the resonator that created the ability, I can target Prisha's graveyard trigger effect and not take 5. That's basically what that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and play this thing for the life, so we have life gain. Now if I drop another one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can still activate the life gain. So we're just going to drop both of these, and we're going to swing for 3. This way we can start getting life if necessary. His only out is a top deck Prisha. And at this point we start gaining life with Lucifers, and we should be set. So this has actually been a close game too, and I know this is gonna be like an hour-long video, and I'm sorry if it seems miserable because I'm just kind of like, I was thinking pretty heavily during like the middle of this game. I was also, there's a lot going through my mind because I had to deal with Sylvia. Sylvia provides a lot of advantage, like just a lot of advantage. So there's that. His only out was Thunder. Like if he cast the Thunder, I was just straight dead. I have no way to come back from that. Yeah. But at this point, I can safely say that I am going to be taking over the game. Um, let's see. You can call Stone. Okay. So yeah, he can put Necromancy on the Priest, but it's not that big of a deal for me. So let's untap. We're gonna go ahead and swing for 9. I presume it's gonna resolve. Attack for another 9. This should put us way out of reach. Yeah, there's that, and then I probably just play the Carmilla here. Yeah, play this. Target this. And then we can get in the additional 3 damage. And it's awkward because we can't actually do anything with Seer the Blue Moon. I'm most likely going to get Arthur back. Not Arthur, I'm probably going to get the other Lucifer back. So, yeah. Lucifer here is the relevant card. And now I'm safely out of pressure range, so I can just pop the Executioner. Uh, this. Draw. So there we go. Game 2 on the draw, a lot tougher. I am going to take the zeros out of this deck and work on the curve a little bit more, put in some more Lauras. Another Carmilla and another Laura, I think. Just so the curve is softened up more, just made it more solid. Because I don't want to have that situation again. If he had actually opened a strong start in this game, I would have probably died to Lancelot coming in. Like, just Lancelot's coming in, like, Ruck Egg Thug and a Lancelot. With that start I had, because I have the possibility of opening kind of awkwardly with, like, the Darkness Magic Stones, like, hitting all Darkness Magic Stones. Uh, I have that chance of just not being able to flip my prison or flip my executioner or flip my sign, or I can flip a sign, but like there's so many chances where I'm just like, okay, well maybe I can't play these chance standbys because I don't have the right stones. Maybe I can't play anything in my hand because I've got like 4 Lithoteps. Um, yeah, we'll see. So I'm gonna make that change right now. Out the zero's gone. I'm gonna go 2 Carmilla, 3 Laura. Export this deck. Save, enter, and give this guy the deck list. Let's see. I really like Pastebin. I'm a programmer, so this is really the way I. Yeah. But sorry for the super long video. I know this probably was like this was a really grindy match. Like game 1 was kind of like steamroll, game 2 just kind of really grindy, really long. And I'm sorry if I didn't talk as much. If I just kind of was sitting there thinking really heavily about how I'm going to deal with Sylvia. Yeah, I'm sorry. And again, if this might be the Sylvia video for the article, if I can't find another Sylvia player to play against. So, thank you for